So in today's session, we will be discussing some more group options which are available in review tab. Those are nothing but tracking group, changes group, compare, and how we can protect our document by using protect group. So assume that sometimes what happens, we need to prepare a document, and after preparing the document, assume that I want to protect my document by implementing password so that no other users can make any changes or they can't make any formattings to my document. At that time, what I can do, I can protect my entire document by using what the protect document option, so that we can restrict how people can access the document. So if I click on this protect document option, which is available in a protect group here, as you can see, we are getting a different options here. So if we click on this arrow button here, so we are getting different options like restrict formatting and editing. And also we can restrict the permissions by using what restricting access, and also we can manage what credentials. Now let us see how we can use a restrict formatting and editing option here. So we need to enable this option here so that we can restrict the formatting and editing for our document for other users. So now I'm going to click on this particular option. When I click that particular option, you can see the restricting formatting and editing panel appears like this. As you can see here, let me zoom in so that you can clearly see the content. As you can see here, we can restrict the formatting here. So by enabling this option, this particular option, we can restrict the formatting, and also we can restrict editing so that it will allow only type of editing in this document. So after enabling these two options, then we can start enforcement by using what this particular button. So now let me limit only the formatting to the selection of a style so that a user can edit the document easily. So now I'm going to enable only the formatting restrictions option, and I'm going to click on yes, start enforcing protection. As you can see here, when I enable this particular option, after this we are getting what this button enabled. So now we need to click on this button. When I click this particular button, it will ask a password. So this password you should remember, and also you can avoid this password because this password is optional here. As you can see, assume that I'm going to enter a password as 1234, and similarly I need to re-enter the password, same thing. And after this we need to click on OK button. So when I click OK button, you can see here my document has been protected. Now you can observe here we have successfully restricted formatting and editing. Now it is showing the message like this document is protected from unintentional editing. That means what? Any other users cannot make any edit, or he may not use our document for editing purpose. So you may freely edit in this region. So that kind of a message it is going to display. So now if I close this, and if you click on home tab, you can see here the formatting related options are disabled here. So as you can see here, let me zoom in so that you can clearly see. So here these particular options got disabled. So that means what? You cannot make any formattings, or you cannot make any formatting styles for the document. So this is how we can restrict formatting and editing styles. Okay. So how to enable these options again? Again, what we need to do, we need to click on review. Again, go to protect document. So now what we can do, we can click on restrict formatting editing here, and again it will open the same panel here. And here what we need to do, we need to click on stop protection button, which is available here. So we need to simply click on this so that it will stop the protection. And whatever the password we have entered earlier, the same password we need to re-enter so that it can unprotect our document. So now I'm going to click on this OK button, and now you can see here, I'm going to disable this and I'm going to close this. Now if I move to Home tab, now we are able to see the formatting styles are available. So as you can see here, the various options are enabled now. So this is how we can protect our document by unintentional editings and formattings. So this is what the use of protect document. Sometimes what happens, we are going to create our document. Assume that I'm going to type some keyword or some paragraph here. Let me, okay, so increase the font style. This is sample text I have written here, and after leaving some space, again I'm going to enter the second line. This is second line. Okay. Assume that I have prepared this document now. Now what I will do, I'm going to share this document with someone else. But I'm going to share this document by enabling what? Track changes option. So track changes option, what it will do, it will track all the changes made to the document, including insertions, deletions, and formatting changes, so that I can track any changes happening to the document. So now what I will do, I'm going to enable this track changes option here. As you can see, we are having three different options under track changes. Those are nothing but track changes, change tracking options, and change username. So now what I will do, I'm going to enable track changes option here. As you can see, I'm going to enable this particular option so that I can track the changes happening to the document. So now what I will do, I'm going to click on this option now. So when I click this particular option, now my document is what? Enabled track changes option now. So now after enabling this option, now what I will do, I'm going to simply click here and say, for example, this I'm going to type something here. This is change number 1. So this is nothing but I have inserted one new line or one new text in my document. So that's why it is highlighting with a mark here. As you can see, we are highlighting these changes, and it is highlighting these changes, who made this and when he did. So likewise, it will track the changes here. And again, after this line, after this second line, I'm going to press enter now. See, after entering, I'm going to type, this is the change number 2. Okay. So after this, what I will do, I'm going to delete this sample word now. I'm going to delete this. Okay. So this is how it will track the change. And also this is a second line. So here I'm going to include a letter here, and I'm going to leave a white space now. So these are the several changes I made after enabling track changes. Now in Madidvi, I have enabled track changes option here. Track changes option enable ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಾನು ಏನೇನ್ changes ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ track ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ document. Now what I need to do, I need to show all the changes now. Assume that I want to click on review panel here so that it will show all the revisions in a separate window. You can see here whatever the revisions made for this document, so it is showing in a separate window here. As you can see at the left hand side, it is showing what a separate window. As you can see here, we made 3 insertions and we deleted 1 item here, and we have not moved any content, and even we are not performing any formatting options, and also we have not inserted any comments here. Now in Madivile, we have inserted 3 lines here. This is change number 1, this is change number 2, and I have inserted a letter here. That's why it is showing insertions number 3. And also I have deleted the sample keyword here. So that's why in the deletions it is going to display 1. So and whatever the changes made here, it is going to list it. It is going to list here. As you can see here, I have deleted sample keyword. So that's why in the deleted section it is going to display sample. And who has deleted? This author has deleted this particular word. So similarly, this author has inserted this line, and this author inserted a letter and also inserted enter, and after pressing enter he has written this is the change number 2. So likewise, whatever the changes made to the document, it will show all the changes or all the revisions in a reviewing pane. So this is what the use of reviewing pane. Assume that now I want to accept these changes, or even I can reject these changes by using what? Changes group option here. As you can see here, we can go to the previous changes. Okay, now my cursor is enabled in front of a letter. Assume that I want to go to previous change now. So these navigations between changes can be done by using what? The previous and next buttons here. As you can see, we are having 2 different options here, previous and next. So these options can be used to navigate between the changes. Assume that I want to go to previous changes made. Then I am going to use the previous option. Suppose I want to move to the next changes, then I can go to a next option. So let me show you. Now I'm going to click on previous change. So as you can see here, A has been highlighted, isn't it? So similarly, let me click once again here. As you can see, this is the previous change. Again, let me click once again. This is the previous change. So likewise, I can navigate between these changes. Similarly, I can navigate to the next changes like by clicking on next option, which is available here. If I click, it will move to next change. Again, if I click, it will move to next change. Again, if I click, it will move to next change, even by considering even enter also, as you can see here. So this is how we can navigate between the changes. Assume that I want to accept these changes. Whatever the user has entered, this is the change number 2. I want to retain this particular change. This time what I will do, I'm going to accept the changes made by other author. So I'm going to use accept option, which is available here. As you can see here, we are having accept and reject option here. Assume that any changes made by other users, say for example, that is correct and I want to accept the change. Then I have to use what? This particular option, accept. Sometimes what happens, changes made by other user, but I don't want to retain those particular changes. At that time, what I will do, I'm going to use this particular option, that is reject the changes, so that it will undo the change. Okay. So now let me show you how we can utilize accept and reject option. So now I want to accept this particular change. So now what I will do, I'm going to click on this accept arrow button. When we click on this accept arrow button, you can see here we are getting several options like accept and move to next. Accept and move to next. If I accept it, and it will move to the next change. That's it. Suppose if I use the second option, that is accept change, it will just accept the change, but it will not move to next change. So this is how it is the difference between accept and move to next and accept change. Now let me use accept and accept change only. So now if I click on this, you can see here this particular line has been accepted by the owner. So this is how it is going to accept the change. Okay. So similarly, now what I will do, I will navigate to the next changes here. Okay, so this is the next change. Say for example, I don't want this sample keyword to be deleted because ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ change ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿವಿ sample ಅನ್ನುವಂತ keyword ನ ನಾವು delete ಮಾಡಿವಿ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದು delete ಮಾಡಿದ್ದನ್ನ ನನಗ ಹೊಳ್ಳಿ ತರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. I don't want to delete sample keyword now. This time what I need to do, I need to reject the change. So the other user has simply deleted this one, but I don't want to delete sample keyword. I want to reject these changes made by other user. So now what I can do, I can simply use reject change option here. After rejecting the changes, suppose I want to move to next one, then I can simply use the first option, that is reject and move to next. So now let me show you how we can use reject and next to move. So if I click on this, it will reject the change and it will move to the next proposed change here. Let us see. As you can see here, this change has been rejected and it has moved to next change here. So this is how we can accept the changes and even we can reject the changes by using accept and reject option. Similarly, I want to reject all the changes in the document. Simply, I can use the reject all option. Similarly, I can accept all the changes in the document by using what? Accept all changes in the document. So this is how we can track the changes and we can accept and reject the changes and we can navigate between the changes. So similarly, now let me accept this change also. So again, I'm going to click on accept and move to next so that this change has been accepted. And also a letter has been inserted. So this is the next change. So that's why after accepting this particular change, my cursor has been moved to this particular letter insertion. Again, I want to accept this change also. Now I'm going to click on accept and move to next option. Okay, so it has been accepted, as you can see here. So likewise, we can track the changes and we can accept or reject the changes. Okay, so similarly, sometimes what happens, assume that we are going to include comment lines by using the comments. Already we have discussed how we can include comment lines. Okay, so similarly, I want to include a comment line for this particular keyword also. Now you can see here, it is showing a balloons here. So these are called as a balloons. As you can see here, at the right hand side, whatever we are getting the comment line number 1 and line number 2. So these are called as balloons. Balloons. So assume that I want to show all revisions in line. So this is how we are going to display the balloon lines. So now if I disable this one, okay, so you can see here, show all revisions in line. So that means what? We have inserted balloons here. Okay, suppose I want to show revisions in balloons, then I can use this option. That is what the first option, show revisions in balloons, so that whatever the comment line we are going to include, it will be showed or it will be shown in what comment section by using a balloon symbol here. Suppose I want to display revisions in line. So at that time I can select the second option, that is show all revisions in line. As you can see here, we are having two options here. The first option is to show the comments or revisions in balloons. For that, I have to enable the first option. Assume that I want to display whatever the revisions we have included within the line. That is called as inline. So at that time, I need to select the second option. So now let me show you how we can use a inline option here. So if I click the second option, you can observe here, these balloons have been moved within a line, as you can see here. Okay, let me include a comment line so that you can see. So assume that this is comment line 1. Okay, so similarly, this is, let me include, this is comment line number 2. Okay, so now what I will do, I'm going to select the second option so that the comment lines will be hidden and it will be appearing within a line. So that is how we can show or we can hide the balloons within a line or with balloons. Okay, so that can be changed by using what a balloons option. So this is how we can effectively utilize tracking groups, changes group, and protect document. Sometimes what happens, we need to compare multiple documents. Assume that, okay, let me open a new document here. So let me close this. Let me not save this. Now, as you can see here, we are having a one particular document on desktop, that is references original. As you can see, references original, and I have prepared some content within this. As you can see here, I have included content page and I have written some text document within this. Okay, as you can see here. Assume that I'm going to make a copy of this. Let me copy and paste in the same desktop location. And you can see here, let me rename this references copy. Okay, let me make it as a references copy. So now you can see here, this is the original copy and this is what reference copy. Okay, so now what I will do, I'm going to open the original copy first. And in review tab, we are having a compare group here. As you can see, we are having a compare group. Sometimes what happens, we need to compare the content which are available in different documents. At that time, what I can do, I can simply effectively use what the compare option which is available here, so that I can compare multiple documents simultaneously. Let me show you how. So if I click on this compare, you can see here we are getting a compare option so that we can compare two versions of the document side by side. And also we can combine revisions from multiple authors into a single document by using a combine option. Let me show you how we can compare the documents here. So if I click on compare, so you can see here we are getting two separate, we are getting one dialog box wherein which we have to choose the original document and revised document. Okay, so we need to browse the path by clicking on this particular icon for original document, and similarly we have to use this particular icon to open a revised document. Okay, so now I will click on this particular icon now. So where actually our document has been saved, our document has been saved on desktop. As you can see here, references original, because we are selecting a original document first here. So that's why we need to select references original document first and click on open. As you can see here, it is going to consider the name as references original. That means what? We have selected original document here, and still now we have to select a revised document in this particular position by using this particular icon. So let me click that particular icon so that I can open the revised document here. Okay, so now you can see here, it is showing the file name as a references copy, and this label changes with Ishwar MY. Okay, and after this, I'm going to click on OK button here. So now click OK. Okay, so as you can see here, it is showing that Word found no differences between the two documents because we have just created a copy here. As you can see, we have just created a copy and we have not made any changes in the copy document. So now let me make some changes in the copy document. So let me minimize this. Let me open references copy here. As you can see, This is a reference copy. You can observe the title here. Now I'm making changes in the reference copy. Please make a note. Now let me maximize this. Okay, so assume that in a computer here, I'm going to include one line here. Okay, after this is a revised content. Okay, so I have included just one line in the revision copy in the second page, and also in the third page let me include one clip art graphic here. Okay, let me include this particular image. Okay, and also let me include this is a second revision line. Okay, so I have included what some sample lines, and I have included one clip art graphic in reference copy. Now let us save this and let me close. And now you can see here, this is nothing but original copy here. Let me maximize and let me click on compare option, which is available in the review tab. Compare, click on compare option here. Again, select the original document and revised document here. Once again, let me select original first. And here, let me select the revision copy, that is references copy. And after this, click OK. Now you can see my Word document is showing the contents here along with the track changes. So whatever changes has been made. Okay, so you can see here this portion is original document, that is references original, and this is nothing but the content present in original copy. And below this, okay, below this, as you can see, it is nothing but the revised document, that is references copy with the label author name, and this is the content present in this references copy. And here what we are getting, this is nothing but the compared document. Whatever the changes made in original and copy, that is going to appear here. So that is nothing but compared document. Okay, as you can see here, if I scroll down like this, synchronous scrolling is happening between the documents. If I move this compared document, and you can see original document and also revised document content also moving, isn't it? And also you can observe here, we have included one new line, that is what this is a revised content. So this is what the changes I have made in a copy, isn't it? So that it is going to highlight. And also you can go through the original copy here, nowhere it is showing what this particular line. Okay, but if you observe the revised line, it is showing this is a revised content here. As you can see here, let me zoom in. You can see the content is available here. Suddenly we cannot go through individual documents separately. Rather than going through individual documents, this is the simplest manner to compare our document side by side. So this is how we can track the changes and we can compare multiple documents. Okay, so similarly, let me scroll down here, because in the next page we have included one image here, and also you can see in the revision pane, it is showing that user has inserted this particular clip art graphic, and that we are able to see here, isn't it? And similarly, if I scroll down like this, you can observe user has inserted this is a second revision line, so that is highlighted with a red color. So this is how it is going to compare the multiple documents. So hope you have understood.